That was nice. From the moment we got to Nigeria like this, we did not like it. The heat was terrible, traffic, the money was very dirty and smelling. So loud. The water was disgusting. It wasn't clear. The water was yellow. We saw lizards everywhere. We saw wall geckos everywhere. That freaked us out. Interacting with kids too in Nigeria was a struggle. It was just difficult fitting in. And we laugh at our accent so bad that me and my sisters wanted to learn pidgin. We wouldn't want people to know that we had an accent, so people wouldn't call us JJC, Jolly Just Come, or Americana. These are names that people actually called us.
Yes, for a long time I've not been talking about Nigerians, and so this morning when I was perusing through videos which I was to shoot. I came across this lady who was talking about Nigeria, that Nigeria is a place where it is poverty stricken, and it is a place where there is a lot of scammers, kidnappers, and many evil things are happening in Nigeria. Now that Nigeria being the largest country in Africa with the largest economy, I want to give you details. I want to attach a video of this woman who is telling us her story, her experience, and how the people are relating to her during her visit to Nigeria. So I hope you'll stay along, and I'll be giving my details at the end of the video.
Like when we're in America, we get bullied for being Africans. I remember this one incident. Me and my sisters wanted to swim, and these girls, typical African American girls, they came up to me. Y'all can't get in the pool. You're gonna dirty our water. I'm from Africa. What? The timid, I guess because of how we were raised. We're taught never to fight, never get in arguments in public. Like, if we say something back now, we just don't want any problems with our parents. So we always used to just walk away, act like mumusha just to avoid confrontations, school fights and all that. We were finally shipped to Nigeria. It was kind of in a tricky way. My dad had told us that he was building a house in Ikorodu. The house was really big, and that excited us. And my dad said that summer we'll go and see the house and then come back to America. That's how we should have known that it was a trick. So we stayed with our grandma in Ijesha and Surulere until they finished building our house in Ikorodu. While my mom traveled back and forth. Was I 8? I think I was 9. From the moment we got to Nigeria like this, we did not like it. The heat was terrible, traffic, the money was very dirty and smelling. So loud. The water was disgusting. It wasn't clear. The water was yellow. We saw lizards everywhere. We saw wall geckos everywhere. That freaked us out. Interacting with kids too in Nigeria was a struggle. It was just difficult fitting in. And we laugh at our accent so bad that me and my sisters wanted to learn pidgin. We wouldn't want people to know that we had an accent, so people wouldn't call us JJC, Jolly Just Come, or Americana. These are names that people actually called us. Fast forward to where we're already in Ikorodu after a year staying in Ijesha. Mind you, Ikorodu, land of juju. There was no civilization there. Bush everywhere. Like the newest people.
These people are the kindest people you'll ever meet. And for all the African Americans who, here's the thing, yo. What we consider African American culture, right? African American culture, uniquely African American, right? It's something that we think we have invented or created. I'm talking about down to the food, down to the, the way we are with our families, the way we dance, our music. I'm talking every little aspect that we believe is African American. This identity we have created for ourselves. It's not African American, and we did not invent it. It's African. It's West African. All right, it's Central African. It's African. It's 100% African. We just don't know it because we don't know our history. Because in history class we were taught that our history started with slavery, and then we had the civil rights, and now we're here. Right? That's what we were taught. That's just not true. Not true at all. Okay? There's a reason why they don't want us to know who we are. There's a reason why they don't want us to know, our history. All right? Because they know if we connect ourselves to Africa, if we actually came and we visited, we would see the connection. We would see it for ourselves. When I come here, everybody looks like everybody already know. You know, everybody looks the same. Okay? Their culture is exactly the same. Eat the same foods that we eat. Bye bye. Look at them. Look at the cute kids. They're so cute. And a nice lady. You see?
One of the things I've come to realize that the reason why many people are not moving to Africa is because of the bad image which the media has made among the European people, among the whites, among the blacks who are living in European countries. So another thing is that you know, Nigeria has always produced many movies, and many people have always thought that when I move to Nigeria, the Nigeria itself has given birth to many people who are like hijackers, scammers, thieves, and so you have that fantasy and you fear moving to Africa because you think that when I move to Africa, I'll have problems. I'll be in problems because even the government itself won't take care of it. For example, you will find that someone is scared of coming to Africa because he thinks that he'll get conned, he'll get kidnapped. Yeah, so those are the things I have come to realize, that people don't want to move to Africa at all. But you need to find a place where you need to adventure. I mean, you need to adventure in these countries. Yeah, I know it is a continent thing, but you just need to adventure and find your original route when moving to Africa. Yes, those are the things that I think are making people not to come to Africa. Yeah, but I'll just urge you that to tell you that coming to Africa is a big deal because there are large and unused lands, because even the government, people are having hectares after hectares, which I think if you come, you'll embrace it, you'll buy them. They are readily available. If you come to Africa, do your diligent research, then you'll find a pure land which you can buy and settle here in Africa. Because in Africa here, we are the biggest resource makers. Yeah, you'll find that in Congo they produce a large number of minerals. In Nigeria they produce oil. In Kenya they produce coffee. In Tanzania they produce many variety agricultural products. In Uganda same. Yes. So it is upon you to come to Africa and find which place. It is upon you to do your diligent research, and find where you want to settle, because I think those countries which you are living in, and it is developed, and you know, people are having social problems, economical problems. Many people are living outside. So that's my calling, that if you want to move to Africa, just do it carefully. Yes. I'm sorry, today I couldn't shoot inside the house because maybe our electricity went off, and there was a blackout. So I want this video is for the people who want, the Black Americans, the people who are living in European countries who want to live in Africa. So there are a lot of things that you need to know before you move to Africa. So first of all, you need to know that even because of those videos you have been watching about Nigerians, fantasies, those are the fake fantasies. Don't be lied to that in Nigeria they are kidnappers. Don't be lied to that Nigerians are scammers, unless you have experienced this. So apart from Nigeria being the dirtiest, being dirty, being it is poverty stricken, the floors are dirty, anything that you know, it is very negative about Nigeria. So have you met their people? Do you relate? What do you relate? What do you think about their people in Nigeria? So I'm also an African and I'm a Kenyan, and I'm not only talking about Nigeria. Have you tried to relate with the people from Africa? And why don't you compare them and see, is there any differences compared to, for example, people in Africa and the people in New York? How do they relate? Are they helpful? Are they interacting? So you'll find that many people in many countries, many people have experienced life here, and they'll tell you that the moment they stepped to Africa, the Africa was somewhere that it is poverty stricken. It is poverty stricken. I'll be using that word because I don't want to say that Africa is very bad economic wise, but it is poverty stricken. Yes, it is true. But have you seen their infrastructures? Yes, the places which you'll go to, you'll find that there are a lot of bad infrastructures, bad roads. But the moment you try to adventure inside Africa or inside the city, you'll find that they are not only bad, there are also some places which are good in Africa. Yes, there are some places, there are good infrastructures. These are things that media don't show you. Yes, it is true. And when you want to relate to people, their food, their cultures, their religion, their ceremonies, you need to attend these things, then you know how these people are enjoying. Apart from their governments, poor governments, the poor governance, no, not the poor, the scammers, governments who are scammers. Yeah, the government already, you all have to know that the government will seek funds from other countries, then it will lie about their programs, but these programs won't happen in countries. So these are the things that is bringing down, is bringing back Africa, is lagging Africa behind in terms of economy. But the moment you start interacting with these people, you'll find that Africa is indeed a better place. It is a place of peace of mind. You'll have a peace of mind when you're living in Africa. You'll have a peace of mind because there are no a lot of discriminations. There are no a lot of hatred amongst us, and we live in peace most of the times until maybe these people want to strike wars. Yes, the moment you start minding your business, then I guess you live in peace. You are not in trouble because we as Africans, we don't care what the government do. We don't care. We don't care. We only care during the elections and in. But after elections, we don't care because, after all, those programs which they always promise, it is not always happening. It is not always happening. And if it happens in a minimal distance, or it is used to I saw, to lie in our eyes that they are working. Yes. Yeah, so that's it. I want to talk about it. And are you that person who wants to move here in Africa? If yes, I'll only be championing this every damn days. And next, I think I'll be talking about Palestinians and Israelis, and who are the most corrupt. Who are these people behind Israel Palestine? Yes, for a long time you can see that African has a vast land, and as he's saying that the place is poverty stricken. Yeah, and it is very dirty. Because being dirty, it has a lot of trashes. Yes, they say it. And I think I will not recommend someone to come to Africa, especially if you have hatred to Africa. Okay, I've almost forgot something, and I'm trying to say that in Africa we really appreciate our cultures and religions, especially religions. When it comes to religions, meaning that we always thank the Lord on that day He has woken us up, and we do appreciate it up to the end of the year. Yeah, that's our culture. That's what's our tradition. That we need to pray and appreciate the day. Yeah. Beside being governed by scammers and nini, we don't have hope in most of the governments, except when people living in Egypt, people living in the northern countries and southern countries, but central, western, eastern, no, the governmentship is very poor. So we only thank the Lord and to take us through another elections, because even during those elections, we are not electing those people. They are just being put there by, I think, the westerners, or the people they know themselves, because you'll find that many people usually try to at least love to put their leader in place, but the moment you say that this is the person who is going to win election, I don't know what usually happens during the last time. You'll find that after last minute rush, you find that this guy has been stolen election, the person the country loved. So you find that the country is very saddened and it is not having hopes. Right now in Kenya, I cannot lie to you that people are happy. Many Kenyans are hungry. Many people living are sleeping empty stomach, because the government is not promising. It's not promising at all. It's not. And yes, those are the things the government is doing, is overspending on things which are not even important. And yeah, that's it. I'm only saying this because I'm feeling every country right now. Nigerians are almost moving away from their countries. They're running away from their countries. That's why you'll find that Nigerians, they are all over the world. They're all over the world. This doesn't mean that they don't trust their government, but they have seen that their governorship is not promising. It's not promising. So they have tried to move to other countries to at least better their lives. The same here in Kenya. Yes. If you find someone who is really struggling in your country, don't just hate on him because maybe he went there to look for a greener pasture. Yeah, those are the things that I wanted to say to this video, especially if you are watching this video. I'm really grateful that you watched this video up to this point, and I'll be grateful if you subscribe to this channel, and even if you comment, and only positive comments. You are also allowed to criticize. Yes. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Bye.